And welcome to another episode of Dream Home Cooking. Today I have a delicious Italian menu. I'm going to be making a beef linguine casserole with a caprese salad, some basil garlic cheesy bread, and then for dessert I have MMK cookies that are so simple. You're not going to believe it, but they are out of this world. So let me get started on the linguine dish. The first thing I'm going to do is brown in this pot. I have 1 pound of ground sirloin. And I like to use sirloin because it's a very lean cut of meat. It's so lean that I'm not even gonna have to drain this beef once it's cooked or browned. So to the beef, I'm gonna add 1 small onion that I chopped. And then I'm just gonna brown this for about 7 or 8 minutes till the onion's softened and the ground beef is nice and cooked through. All right, so the meat is browned. It smells delicious already. So my next step is to take a tablespoon of flour. And as I said, there's no need to drain it because this sirloin is very lean. What little grease that it did put off, this flour is gonna take care of that and just thicken it. This is the sauce for the linguine. This is a really interesting dish that I think you guys are gonna love. And on the back here, I have some water boiling for the pasta. I'm gonna put 8 ounces of linguine in there, but it's not boiling yet. Okay, so once you get the flour nice and stirred into the beef, then I'm gonna do my round of seasonings. All right, about a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of each of these, which is salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. Okay. And then I'm gonna turn this heat way down because I'm getting ready to add some tomato sauce to this and I don't want it to bubble up over on me. Okay, so stir your seasonings in there real good. And then I'm gonna take 8 ounces of tomato paste. We're gonna start with that first. This is a really simple dish and it's one of those that you can make up until the point of baking it and then just pop it in the fridge. And if you're entertaining, you can just get it out about an hour before your guests get there and bake it, and then you have all your prep done. Okay, so there's the tomato paste. I'm gonna stir that. All right, and then I have 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And then lastly, I've got a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And this is gonna make a delicious beef red sauce. Okay, and then the other 2 ingredients that I put in here is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of white sugar. And this gives it an interesting, nice little sweet flavor. Sometimes I also like to splash a little bit of red wine in there, dry red wine. That also gives it a good flavor. All right, so I'm just gonna continue stirring this for a minute and then put the lid on it and just let it simmer for about 30 minutes. And when we come back, I'm gonna get started on our dessert.
I had the best dream last night. We were building a new house or remodeling, and I found the most gorgeous tile. Tumble noche for the master bath, Venetian gold granite for the kitchen, and a beautiful custom backsplash. And while shopping, I ran into Jean-Luc.
So, you're heading to Jenkins Brick and Tile today?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Jenkins Brick and Tile, Madison Boulevard in Madison. We'll show you the tile of your dreams.
When we came to looking for a cabinet company and a manufacturer to use, and with Wellborn being the selection, Wellborn has a good foundation within the company and the folks that run their company. And when you have a good foundation, things typically follow suit with that and things will stay steady. Their values, I feel like, are on a solid foundation. I feel like their true intent is to build a product that will be a lasting product, and you're going to love what you see.
Wellborn Cabinets, the essence of cabinetry, at Woodland Homes of Huntsville.
Want to create something extraordinary? Create perfection. Our lifestyle appliances make it easy. GE Monogram, Bob Wallace Appliance, and you, when only the best will do.
Okay, we're back. I've got my sauce simmering. I actually went ahead, cooked the linguine, and now I drained it, and so it's resting for a second, and then I'll show you guys the next step in that after I make these cookies. These are called MMK Cookies, and I tested this recipe on my family this week, and they loved them. I mean, they disappeared. So it's so simple. It's 1 box of yellow cake mix, and I've already opened this up. So you just want to pour that into the bowl. Well, let me take the bag out. That's a little bit easier. All right, so you put your cake mix in the bowl, and then I have 5 tablespoons of butter. Make sure you use real butter. And then 2 eggs. And then I put a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm just gonna mix this up before I put the M&Ms in there. Okay, so this is nice and blended. You want to mix it for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then the last step is to add 2 cups of M&Ms. I prefer the little mini ones, but the grocery store was out of those, so I just got regular size. So you just pour them in there. This is a kid favorite cookie, and adults too. I brought some to our office, and everybody loved them. So I think you'll be pleased with this simple recipe. So you want to get a spoon or a spatula though, and just fold in the M&Ms. And you got to use some elbow grease because the dough is real stiff. Okay, so those are mixed in there, and then I'm just going to put it into this pan, and you want to use a 13 by 9. It's a perfect size, and you'll get 2 dozen of these cookies. So I sprayed that with cooking spray, and then I'm going to turn them out onto this pan. Okay, I don't want to miss any M&Ms in there. All right, and you got to work with this a little bit. It's not the easiest dough to spread, so just be patient with it, and you might want to use 2 utensils and just kind of spread it until it's all spread evenly. All right, so I'm going to finish spreading this and get in the oven, and then I'm going to get started on the caprese salad and the delicious cheesy garlicky basil bread. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. I've got the cookies in, but instead of starting on the salad and the bread, I want to go ahead and get this casserole in so it can be baking. It'll take about 30 minutes to bake it. So here are the finishing steps for this. I've got my 8 ounces of linguine that I cooked, drained, and now I put it in this grease 13 by 9 by 2 pan. So now I'm ready to move on to the next step, and that is I've got 3, or really a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 8 ounces of sour cream. I did not tell my family that I was doing this because I knew they would freak out that I put sour cream in a pasta dish. So I just secretly made it and then made it for them. They loved it. So just because you see sour cream going in, don't think, ooh. So this is an 8 ounce block of cream cheese that came to room temperature. Then I'm gonna add a little pepper. And you can leave this out, but I like a little bit of a garlicky flavor. So I'm gonna add, because if you noticed, I didn't put any garlic in the sauce, so I'm gonna save it for this and put about 1.5 teaspoons in here. And then you just need to work with a fork or a spoon. I think a fork works best. And then that is going to be spread over this pasta, and then I'm gonna put the sauce on top. And it bakes up beautifully, and then I'll add mozzarella cheese at the end. Okay, I think that's probably good. You just wanna make sure you get most all of the lumps out to where it's got a creamy consistency to it. And then I'm gonna switch over to a spoon so I can spread it over this pasta. And this dish is great for a crowd. It serves about 8 people. Hearty servings. Okay, and then just spread it around. Just kind of sealing the edges. Okay, I think that will do it. Then the last step is to take this delicious tomato sauce. I'm gonna stir it, and then I'm just gonna pour it right over this cream mixture. And this is gonna go into an oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna take it out, cover it with mozzarella cheese, and then put it back in the oven just until the cheese melts. And it is fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna get this in the oven, and then I'm gonna get started on the caprese salad and this wonderful garlicky cheesy bread.
Since 1983, individuals and businesses in Alabama have relied on Wolf Jones, Conchin, Wolf, Hancock, and Daniel for their legal representation. Our experienced attorneys offer high-quality legal counsel in commercial law, real estate, and personal injury litigation. So if you need an attorney, hire the best attorney you can. Call the experienced North Alabama attorneys of Wolf Jones, Conchin, Wolf, Hancock, and Daniel to arrange your initial consultation, because we're dedicated to setting the standard for legal services. At Quality Plus, our motto is don't call 3, call me, because where else can you find North Alabama's finest craftsmen who can handle all of your residential roofing, drywall, and painting needs. At Quality Plus, all work is 100% guaranteed, and no job is too big or too small, whether it's new construction or remodeling. So for your roofing, drywall, and painting needs, don't call 3, call me at Quality Plus Production, 256-990-7578.
My father started this business in 1977. The people that work for us is part of what sets us apart. All of our employees have experience. All of our plumbers have been with us for 10 years or greater. Our motto at Dean & Son is quality and service. We're going to do quality work. We don't leave people hanging. We're there when we're supposed to be. We're done when we're supposed to be. Living up to what you sell and service them after they pay you, that's where your integrity in the plumbing business comes.
Dean & Son Plumbing Company. Call today at 518-9780.
Okay, we're back, and now I'm going to work on my caprese salad and this wonderful bread. What I have here are tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, basil, and pesto, and there are so many ways to make a caprese salad. I've done one on the show before with arugula, but this is just a traditional, just a couple ingredients. So I've already sliced some of these tomatoes. I'm gonna finish slicing this last one. All right, so I'm gonna salt and pepper these that I just sliced. I love fresh tomatoes. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, so I'm gonna take the bottoms and just put on this little platter I've got. All right, so now what you wanna do is just layer. I wanna take a little, this is fresh basil, and just put a little piece on there. A little goes a long way, or if you really love basil, you can do more than that. Then I've got this pre-cut mozzarella cheese, and you just set one here, one there, and I like to do another piece of basil. All right, now you can do this as many layers as you want, but I'm just gonna do 2 today. All right, and then add a little more basil on the top. And then this is a wonderful thing on the market. It's a balsamic glaze instead of just the balsamic vinegar that's real thin. And I like to just take it and just squirt it like that, and it just makes such a pretty dish. Just kind of go back and forth. And then if you love pesto, which I do, and you can buy this stuff already made up, but you just want to put a little dollop, and it's done. I think that's such a pretty elegant little salad when you're serving an Italian or pasta dish. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to move this down, and I'm going to show you guys how I do this delicious bread. Okay, so I have a loaf of French bread that I sliced very sloppily. I didn't do a very good job slicing that. So what you want to do, I have a stick of butter. I've got a tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. I have 3 cloves of fresh garlic, minced, and that's really important that it's fresh. It's just, to me, it's just better. I'm just gonna stir that up. And you want your butter to sit out, if you can, at room temperature. If not, just pop it in the microwave just a little bit, like 5 seconds at a time, because you don't want it completely melted. You want to be able to spread it. And then just add a little salt and a little pepper. And the last thing is 2 or 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And then this just makes a delicious little garlicky, cheesy bread. Oh, and also, I almost forgot, the basil part of it. I have some basil that I chopped, just about 3 or 4 leaves, or enough to make about a tablespoon and a half. I'm gonna throw that in there and just stir it real good, mix it all together. And then I'm gonna spread it on this French bread. and I'm gonna broil it. And I do not do well with broil, so I have to watch it very, very closly, and you do too, because it only takes a couple of minutes. You definitely don't want to walk away from it. But we're just gonna spread it, and then you bake it, well, you broil it for just 2 or 3 minutes or until the cheese is melted. Okay, so now I'm just waiting on, the casserole is almost out of the oven. I'm gonna pull it out, put some mozzarella cheese, put it back in the oven, bake it 5 minutes, and when we come back, everything's gonna be done, and Mike will be here, and we will eat all of this delicious food.
There's something about carpet that gives a room a warm, soft feeling. Our carpet also gives you something else, peace of mind. All of our exclusive carpet brands are made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. So feel free to live your life exactly the way you want. Get your soft carpet from the flooring experts at Wolde Flooring. Visit our new showroom in Madison, locally owned since 2002.
Well, today we're at Inspiration on Green Mountain, and I absolutely love coming up here. It is just a different world. And if you haven't come up to Inspiration, you need to come up here and look and see how absolutely gorgeous this particular community is. We got started in here about 1.5 years ago, and we literally have probably built 50 to 60 homes in the past 1.5 years. I was able to purchase this from a bank, and got a great deal on the property, and so I've got everything priced below market in here in order to be able to pass my savings that I saved on the property back to the customers. So there's tremendous value and a tremendous opportunity at Inspiration right now. And we developed phase 2. Phase 2 we're going to ride through in just a minute. Tons of construction, and now you hear that beeping sound. Now we're into to phase 3. And so as you can see, we've got heavy equipment that's being moved, and it'll probably take us about 100 to 120 days to complete phase 3. Phase 3 will have basement home sites, crawl space home sites, but it'll also have some bluff home sites as well. So we're really excited about phase 3, and there's just no other place in Huntsville that you can get a beautiful wooded home site with an abundance of wildlife. Wildlife is all over the community. You'll wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and there'll be deer in your backyard. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's go look at the construction activity in phase 2 now. So now we're in phase 2 of Inspiration, and we probably have 15 homes under construction at this particular point. And it's just a great opportunity to come out to Inspiration and you know, spend a couple hours out here looking around, because we do have so many homes that we have under construction. It gives you an opportunity to walk through several different floor plans that we offer out here. And a lot of these floor plans out here, the homeowners have kind of tweaked, and they've kind of, you know, we've kind of customized the floor plans for them. And as you can see, this is where your home site is going to start. It's going to start with a beautiful wooded home site, and you'll meet the tree removal company out here when we get started, so that you can basically tag exactly what trees that you want to remain on your home site. So when we get through, you end up with something that's not common in Huntsville, and that is a beautiful wooded home site. You know, when people come up here, we call it Inspiration for a reason, because it'll inspire you to make a move. And so there couldn't have been a better name for this particular community, Inspiration on Green Mountain, because truly, with the amount of activity, when people come up here, they just get excited, and it makes them, you know, want to move. And these are some folks that have just moved in here, and these home sites here are actually on the bluff. They've got a gorgeous view of Hampton Cove, and typically a home site like this would probably sell for $300,000 to $350,000 in an area like the Ledges, and we're able to sell these home sites for pennies on the dollar for what they would be selling for in the Ledges. So there's a tremendous amount of potential appreciation up here at Green Mountain,
And there's a lot of people who see that, and that's the reason why they purchased it, because not only is it beautiful, but it's also going to be a great investment long term in the future for them. All right, so if you're looking for more information on Inspiration, now is the time. We are selling like crazy up here, and it is a great opportunity to come up here. We're taking priority position reservations on phase 3, so now is the time to act at Inspiration. So we invite you to come up, give us a call at 830-9000, or log on to our website, woodlandhomes.com, or just simply send me an email, and that's MikeFriday@woodlandhomes.com. See you at Inspiration.
In choosing a contractor in today's market, you know, finding someone that is going to take care of you and make sure that you're happy with their product, with the quality, it's not an easy task today. The most important thing to me is doing what you say you're going to do, taking care of the customer, installing a product that is superior. My motto is, call the lady with a team you can trust, and I feel confident that we are a team that you can trust.
All right, we're back, and I've got Mike with me in the kitchen.
No, it's Italian, right?
Yes, it's Italian.
It smells fantastic.
It's my beef linguine casserole, this delicious basil, cheesy, garlicky bread, and Caprese salad,
Absolutely.
and then my M&M cookie cake bars.
It looks
So,
great. So
thank you. It smells really good. This
It
bread,
does.
as it's baking, just the aroma just fills the whole house. It smells wonderful. If you're not
Yeah,
hungry, it'll make you hungry.
yeah, it's inviting. It'll make you want to fix it and eat it. So
And go for a run too this afternoon. So, oh my goodness, Inspiration is, I said, it's our baby right now. I mean, it is the most incredible community.
It is. You know, in Woodland Homes, we're always about, you know, our slogan is simply the best. Okay. Well, we have absolutely discovered the best community, in my opinion, all of Huntsville.
You hit it on the nail, baby.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no other community like it, and it's up on Green Mountain, and every time I go up there, it just, you know, it just feels better. I mean,
air feels cleaner.
We're on top of the mountain, and so it's always a little bit cooler up there, you know, especially during the summertime.
And when it snowed, remember how pretty?
Oh yeah, we got 11
year.
inches of snow this past. Yeah, it was absolutely gorgeous. So, but it is just a quality community. It's got great school systems. Grissom and Grissom, we're getting ready to build a new high school in that area. And there's just really nothing like it. So, I mean, if you haven't come up to Inspiration, you know, today would be a perfect time just to drive up there and visit. Our models are open 7 days a week up there, and it's just an awesome community. And, you know, phase 1, we sold out like that. Phase 2, we're just about sold out. And now we're in the process of developing phase 3. We've got plans for a wonderful amenity package, which will include a clubhouse, swimming pool, weight room, tennis courts. We're going all out with this particular community because it's just so beautiful. And one thing that we have up there, two things. Number one, we have bluff home sites, which are, the views are the best in Huntsville. Absolutely gorgeous views. But we also have basement home sites.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we're building a lot of basement homes right now, and you know, basement homes, a lot of them are going to come with storm shelters, and so really, Inspiration has it.
It has it all.
And
you know, my big thing is, okay, how long to the grocery store?
Yeah,
so it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
5 minutes
and,
to Publix there. So
yeah,
it's got everything, and there's so many wonderful restaurants on that end, on the south end of town, and shopping, and so I just am so excited about that community. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I know you're ready to start building.
Yes, I am. I need you to get to work.
It'll take time. You know, we're building our last home up there, and we've got a beautiful home site up there. So you know, we look forward to, you know, y'all perhaps becoming our neighbors, and so we're really looking forward to that.
It is really something to see. It's breathtaking. So.
And one thing that we did is we hired an aerial photographer, and so if you log onto our website, woodlandhomes.com, go to Inspiration, you can look at an amazing flyover of the entire community, which is absolutely fantastic. First time I saw it, I'm like, this guy did a fantastic job.
It almost made me cry. I got the chills.
Yeah,
it was
well,
just a really
it's
fantastic.
inspiring. You know, I mean, you know, inspiration will inspire you to make a move. And so we probably have 50 or 60 homeowners up there right now, and they just
and don't we have a few that were in one of our communities in Monrovia,
Sure.
and then they built on the mountains.
Yeah,
so they loved it so much.
We've had them come from Madison. We've had them come from Monrovia area. You know, and originally we thought that we would just be getting the southeastern, you know, market, but it's like I said, it's inspiring, and it inspires people to make a move. So you just have to come up and take a look at it. Y'all will fall in love with it as well. Gorgeous model, and we've got tons of homes under construction, so you can look at a lot of different floor plans. But for more information on Melissa's wonderful recipes,
you can log on to, woodlandhomes.com, and also look for us on Facebook. We have a Woodland Homes page as well as a Dream Home Cooking page. My cookbook is still always for sale. It's also on that website, as well as all of our sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors. They are all awesome, and you can read all about them on the website as well.
Yep. Or if you want information about our communities, you can go to our website. You can go and give us a call at 830-9000. Or the best thing to do is to simply just visit one of our communities. We have new home sales professionals that can answer any questions for you. They can talk to you about our trade-in program. We can talk about how we can sell your home and get you into a new home. They've got all the details. So I am ready to eat. So y'all come and see us, and we're going to enjoy this fabulous meal.
Okay, see you next time.